Benny, just give us a sense that the Airbus management in some ways have been having a very tough time of things, not only at this show, but more broadly. How significant is this for Airbus and its psychology?
This is huge in every way. I mean, it's a huge order in terms of numbers. You mentioned 430 planes, 50 billion almost, but it's psychologically a real breakthrough for Airbus. The air show had not gone the way they wanted it to. There was a bit of a cloud hanging over the air show for Airbus. They didn't get the A380 deal they wanted. Management was kind of invisible at the show. Everyone was wondering, where's Leahy? Where's Fabrice Bregier? Where's Ernest? What are they doing? Have they traveled back? So there was a lot of uncertainty about what was going on, and getting this breakthrough on the last deal sort of shows you that these events follow a very specific choreography, and you can never discount John Leahy. He usually brings home the bacon at the end of the event, and he's done it again here.
So I wonder how he did that. I mean, $50 billion order kind of pales the $15 billion order that we were also crazy about yesterday morning. How has the company managed to turn things around?
Well, he's the master salesman. He is somebody who's really built Airbus into what they are today. He's done it over 20 years. He's the guy who's sort of the rainmaker for Airbus, and it'll be interesting to see how that continues, because John Leahy is stepping down. This is sort of his swan song. He might get the A380 order at some point this year for Emirates that he's yearning and that so far has eluded him, but this is a massive breakthrough for him. He really has his golden Rolodex. He has that final touch. He can get those deals over the line, and he's done it again. We've seen it at past air shows, Guy. You know, we've been at these events where you thought, okay, Boeing's got the upper hand, they're going to bring this one home this year, and then suddenly, boom, on the last day, Leahy does a press conference and says, here we are, we've got another 100 here, we've got another 100 there, and that changes the dynamic. So he's really the guy who can sort of change things around.
Benny, talk to me about what's going to be bolted onto these aeroplanes, because the 320neo, the new engine option, has had problems with the Pratt variant, and that has been a significant problem. This is a huge order. Could you go with all leaps here from CFM, which is Safran and GE, or we'll have to split the order ultimately down the middle for the engine suppliers, because this is a big chunk of this order?
Obviously, yes, that obviously plays a big role. Who will they pick? That's the one component we don't know at this point. They said today that the engines will be picked at a later stage. Not unusual, but obviously both sides. One is the CFM group, that's GE and Safran. The other is, as you mentioned, the LEAP, the Pratt engine. They'll both try to get a slice of this rather large cake, and whether it'll be split down the middle will be interesting. There have been massive issues with that engine in particular, the Pratt engine. There was some story yesterday that we broke that they seem to have a fix now. They seem to have made some progress. So clearly people aren't too spooked about it. They're still ordering the plane, but we could well see that this goes down the middle.
Yeah, one to watch out for, certainly. Bloomberg's Benedikt Kammel joining us out of Dubai.